Right, tell me if you can hear me loud and clear.
Right, tell me if you can hear me loud and clear.
Let me just shut that volume down, hang on.
Let me just shut that volume down, hang on.
That's annoying. Testing, testing.
Testing, testing.
Why am I still getting sound?
Testing. Why am I still getting sound? Why am I still getting sound?
Hang on. Hang on, I know what it is.
Hang on, I know what it is. Hang on, I know what it is.
I'll fix this in a minute. Hold on, I'll just mute. I can't understand why I'm getting sound through there.
I can't understand why I'm getting sound through there. I can't understand why I'm getting sound through there. I can't understand why I'm getting.
Hello. Oh, what a numpty. You're going to laugh when you hear this. I'm pissing about, wondering where the sound's coming from, and I'm thinking it's on the, it's coming through the web page that I've added. That one. If I can get it to what that is. Hang on. That's not working now either. Jesus Christ, what the hell's happening here? Right, that's better. I tab out to that and go to that. Right. My phone volume was up. I was wondering where the noise was coming from. I couldn't work it out. The volume of my phone was up because I'm monitoring Twitch and YouTube. Right. What I've got here is to cut a long story short. We've had no information from anyone as to what's going on, but for me, Larry said he could get the website to load when he refreshed. I can't get the website to do jack anything. I just get a fatal error coming up in a load of text. And that's been what it's been like since I got home from work today when I came online. Nobody has a rating, which means that the database is down. There's not a feed coming through from the database with all your ratings. The tournaments aren't working either, which is the other problem. And we're gubbed as far as that goes. Let me just see if I can get back to VP4. I don't think I'm getting there either. Hang on. I can't get bloody VP4 to come back up now. What the hell's happening here? I've got a socket connection failed. That's what's wrong. I've been booted. Maybe that's him did a restart. Well, I couldn't log in there. In fact, I'm locked up again trying to log in because I got that socket connection error, which suggests that he's now. Well, I'm just assuming that he wasn't aware of the situation, because on a Friday he could be out playing golf. That's the problem. So I've messaged Simon to see that Steve does get contact one way or another. I mean, he can be sitting in the lobby there, but he very rarely replies to you anyway, because he's not physically there. Yeah, I'm still kicked out, so the whole thing's down now. So he's obviously now got an idea that there is a problem. I'm assuming, we have to just assume that he now knows there's a problem and he's trying to deal with it. Well, he would have had an alarm a long while ago then, because it's been like this since I came online this afternoon. I've been online for a good number of hours, and it's been like this for a good number of hours. I've not been able to see the internal browser or external browser whatsoever. Let's try it again. Nope. Nothing doing as far as that goes. Anyway, because this was going on for quite a long while, I set up a tournament. I set up a Friday night tournament on Challenge, and I've never used Challenge other than I've set tournaments on it. I've never had anybody sign up for anything to run anything or test it, so I don't know whether it'll work or not. But anyway, we might not get to that stage. No, I'm still trying to log in. It's just hanging. In fact, it's died altogether. Let me try again. Let's go to the home page now. Is that the internal browser? See, that's the internal browser, and it will load up the Challenge web page if I put the link in, but now we've got a shorter fatal error. The fatal error was like 5 or 6 paragraphs of crap. Do a quick refresh there, it's still dead. Home page is still dead. Let's try logging in again. No joy. Welcome to Jose. So anyway, to cut a long story short on that one, I have got a tournament set up. If it comes to it, you're going to have to go to Challenge website. You just type in Challenge, CHALLONGE, register on it, and then if I post a link in the lobby, you could sign up for the tournament and sign up with your VP4 name. Yeah, socket connection again. If it comes to it, because it's 20 minutes to 7. But if we can't get into the bloody lobby at all, we won't be having anything. No, it's let's try again. See if we get the fatal, what do you call it again? Socket error, or fail to log in. It either comes up with one of the two. No, it's still hanging. Hang. I mean, considering we only roughly get on average maybe 35 to 40 a night in here, it's pretty disappointing when the place goes pear-shaped like this. I was in Shooter's Pool last night and had a look round. 169 people were in the lobby. That's not me telling you how many were online. There was more listed as online, but I think that's because the Shooter's Pool system things running in the background on your PC. Whenever you boot your PC up, Shooter's Pool boots up in the background. But there was 169 people playing when it was like 35 in VP4 last night. That just depresses me. Right, let's try that again. Well, welcome to all the latecomers. If you're trying to get into the VP4 lobby, do tell us when you can get in, because I can't. And now that everybody's been booted out of it, they'll all be trying the same thing. Welcome to Tam. Well, we could all, I mean, here's the thing. We could all nip over, because I can set a Friday night 9-ball in Shooter's Pool. We can have a Friday night 9-ball tournament over there if you've got the game. Yeah, it's still exactly like that. It's still gubbed, exactly the same. Larry, for some strange reason, said he could get the page to load if he refreshed it and whatever, but I think Larry's winding us up. Or it might be something to do with the 3,000 miles between us and the VP4 server. It could be something like that. Maybe water's getting to the pipeline. But this is basically where we're at. It's 1842, and I have no clue. I just messaged Simon. Simon messaged me back to try and get some info off Steve. Like I say, I'm just assuming he's out in the golf course. That's what I'm assuming, because that's generally where he heads for on a Friday. So he might be listed as super admin in the lobby, but 95% of the time he ain't there. He's left the building, so to speak. So this is about as much excitement as you're going to get. Right, let's go away from that and go to, where the hell is it? There. Right, so I've got the tournament all set for double elimination. It's still the same, races to 7, races to 4 on the one loss side. It's in the hard room. I'll say that again. It's in the hard times room, the hard times table. Spot money on, rack money on. No handicaps, because we can't put handicaps in this system. Or if you can, I can't work out how you do it, because I haven't looked at the system that much. Jump queues on, races to 7, blah, 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 blah. If you wanted to sign up to a Friday night tournament on this, you have to register on it with your email, and then if I give you the link for the tournament, you then can register. So if you go to registration, there I am there, because I'm signed up to Challenge, and you would show up there as well like that, and then you would just hit there to register, so that you'd add yourself to the list of players. And now I've set it for 16 max, and I think this won't go ahead unless there's 16 in. Do you know that? Because I don't know how to get it going without 16. But anyway, that's the last thing I want to do. But it'd be a proper laugh if only 10 signed up again, and it wouldn't go ahead anyway. So that's a sort of last option, shall we say. Let me go back to that page. Still socket error. Try again. Right, what am I missing in the chat? Well, I'm on the early coldest pillow because VP4's wrecked. That's why. Just so that anybody who wonders what's going on can hear what's going on. It's goosed. The database is fecked, as they say in Ireland, because you don't have any rating when you do get into the game. If you do get into the game, which you can't now because the whole system's down. So Steve must be aware of it now, because this is actually telling you that something might be happening. Although it's taken a heck of a long time, and it may well be down all night. So I wouldn't build your hopes up for this getting fixed anytime soon. Bear in mind that might just be him getting the message that it's goosed. So, the good thing would be if he came onto the stream and actually told us what the hell was happening. The one thing is actually just knowing that something's knackered. No, I message Simon. So Simon's the middleman between me and Steve, because he never answers me anyway. I contact him. I've tried to contact him when he's been on live. He's shown live on YouTube and Facebook occasionally, and I messaged him when the system went down before. Never a reply from him. Just totally ignores you. Or it might just be me. It might just be me. Totally ignores. He might be okay with anybody else. I don't know. But socket error's going to come up again. You ever get the impression that these sort of little glitches that have been happening the last few days was leading up to something like this? Where the shit finally hit the fan. The clues are there. Oh, there we are. So, it's not looking good, folks. It's, 12 minutes to go? I would reckon slim to zero chance of us getting in and having a Friday night 9-ball. But anyway, there's no pressure on you if you wanted to try signing up for this one that I've done, because we need to get 16 in straight away anywhere. It won't go at all. And the other thing is, there's no ratings, of course. There's no money changes hands. It's a free entry to the Emergency Friday Night 9-ball tournament, as I've called it. And what have you got to lose? No $V, nothing. Well, this is just the sort of... it's like the final straw, isn't it? We'll just keep going in. Oh, shit, we're in. There we go. Tam's in. I love how all these folks say things like site crash again. Of course, you get booted out. What the hell do you think happened? I mean, it's as if something strange has just happened. Tam kept that quiet. You get in via Steam. What the hell are you doing with VP4 and Steam? Now, let's see if... no, there we're getting that big fatal error pile of crap again, so it's still goosed. And you'll see that we're all unrated still, so it's still knackered. So, well, Steve's arrived in the lobby. Well, Super Admin's arrived. Whether Steve's there, we don't know, because he ain't telling us jack. He's telling us nothing. Where is everyone? What does that say? Issues with the server? Right, well, let's just go back to that one. Hang on a minute to tab into that. No, that's not the one, it's that one. Let me do a quick refresh. So there's your choice. Unless we get 16 into this, it ain't going ahead. Oh dear. Somebody sign up to this for a laugh, just so I see tourney. I'm not signed up, I'm there, but register at challenge, and then I believe you can sign up. Can you sign up or sign up with an alternative name? So you can register with challenge with whatever name you want, but you can sign up with an alternative name. I think, like, make up your VP4 name. You know what I mean? That way we know who you are if you were signing up to the tournament. But it might be the only chance of competition you'll get unless you just play challenge matches all night. You never know. Right, let's go back to the lobby. Oh, Stubb's still ranting. At least the chat's working. Well, there seems to be an awful lot of people who still struggling to get in because we've only got 10 people in the lobby. Right, let me have a look at this chat because I'm missing what's going on here. Yeah. You're going to sign up as Spectre Dawn. I wonder how long it will take us to realise that you're not the Spectre Dawn, Spud Boy. Probably the first couple of shots. We'll give you a couple of shots and then we'll say that ain't Spectre Dawn. Oh dear. Waiting to see if we can drag Stubb in. Because he'll play in it. He'll be a sucker when he knows he's not going to lose rating points and have to pay NAB dollars. A quick check at the internal browser. Let's do a quick refresh on that. No. Nada. Right, so what time is it now? Well, it's 18:54. In fact, there's Spectre Dawn. He's in a room. What the hell is he in? He'll be in a challenge. Oh, he's in his own room. He's having a practice for an imaginary match. Right, let me do a quick switch. And I'll do a quick refresh. And we've still got none signed up. So we can't even get anybody to sign up to my bloody tournament. Copy link. Emergency Friday night 9-ball. Eh, 16. Not 15. I can't bloody find numbers. How do you sign up for it, Tam? Like I said, you go to challenge, you register with your name and email, you click the link for the tournament and sign up for it. I don't know whether it'll work though, because I haven't a clue how it works. This is just it's a total guinea pig tournament. It might all go to pieces, and in fact, it might be as reliable as the VP4 servers. Put it that way. What is wrong with the tourney system? Look at Spud. 10 out of 10 for observation there. Oh, YouTube's brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant for everything. There's always some other sad geek has had the same problem you've just found, and they've posted it on YouTube. It might be years old, but it might always help you out. That's my philosophy. Oh, Stubbs just been normal for him. Right, let's do another quick check at the calendar. No sign of life there yet. No. And we are 3 minutes away from not having Friday night 9-ball. Let's go to... Right, still nobody signed up. So click that link in the lobby, go to challenge, preferably on the external website, obviously. And if you've got a pop-up blocker, you won't get all the ads that you get on the internal browser that all pop up down the side. If you're using that, what is it you call it? U-block. U-block is or unblock or whatever it's called. That's brilliant for that. Absolutely no ads coming up at all. Oh, there's one signed up. Tornado Tam is in. Excellent. So you see how Tam signed up with his VP4 name. He's even put Tornado back in. It's meant to be light and gusty Tam or light wind, light breeze. But anyway, he's signed up. This ain't going to happen, by the way. We need 16 in it. It ain't going to go if we don't get 16. It ain't one that goes ahead with just 5 in it. It ain't going to happen because I haven't a clue how you get it to work. What's that all about? Standings, announcements, log. I haven't got a clue what that is. Stations, participants. There we go. Tam is in. What's that? All right, go back to the registration page. So there, that will show you it's one of 16 slots filled. Right, so we will go back to the VP4 lobby. Go to the calendar, and that still ain't happening. Right, so I can see by the rush of people dashing to sign up now, but a message come in from Simon. Steve is on it. Right, I'll just say. Right. Right, I've got that. Well, I'll look at the amount of people that's in the lobby. There's 24. How the hell are you going to get 16 out of that lot sign up for a tournament? It ain't going to happen. Let's be honest with us. Yeah, still unrated. What's Simon saying again? Switch it off and then back on again. Switch what off? Or is that like a typical PC engineer's fix? Reboot it? Is that what you mean? Let's do another quick check in the calendar. Oh, there we go. And, well, the site's up. He's going to do a restart. And it's 2 minutes past, so Friday Night 9 Ball has gone. In fact, when I think about it, let's go to the calendar. I'm going to have to log in again. This is bullshit. Hang on. Right, that's me disconnected now because he's restarted it. Well, the calendar's working. And as you'll see, Friday Night 9 Ball has gone because it's too late. So I don't know whether Steve's going to set one or not. He's going to do it for the half hour, right? Well, at least there'll be a tournament, but if it's running late, I won't be streaming the end of it. I don't think it'll run all that late. So that will be in 25 minutes' time. We'll have a Friday Night 9 Ball. Hang on a minute. Right, Steve's asked me if I want it for 1/4 the hour or 1/2 the hour, so I've said 1/2 the hour, so that there might be some going. It might probably not go ahead now anyway, because Larry's left the building. He's nowhere around unless he's in the stream. Spectre Dawn is in away mode. Oh, Larry's in away mode as well. Right, so Steve's setting up the tournament. we've got less in the lobby now that the system is up and running than we had when the system was down, if you know what I mean. There was 25 in the lobby when the system was broken, and now there's only 19. Because I think people have given up the ghost.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
ATG from Kilmarnock town, got your hustle down. Streams the pool games live, makes our day come alive. Early mornings on your grind, Tesco shift unwind, but you find the time to play, stream the virtual day. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand,
And it's a sucker scratch. Look at the line. Commentator's eye. Don't say I didn't warn you.
OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done, streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. Oh, TG, tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. For TG, tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
This for the 101. Absolutely sensational once again.
Virtual cue in your hand. Amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done. Streets of games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. Oh, TG, tactical genius. Every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
Well, Matt's arrived in the lobby. He might play. Right, well, we need to have a look because Larry's signed up. There's probably 2 in it. Oh, we've got more than that. We've got 3 in it, I think. Well, Matt's in, Larry's in, Bankster's in, Spectre Don's not in. What a disappointment that is. Spectre Don's in his own room. Or in a challenge room, one of the two. What's he in? Yeah, he is. Well, I suppose the benefit for me is that I think it needs 4 to go ahead for a start, so we might get 4, and it'll be over all too quickly. I think we could sum that up. Welcome to Cobra. Get signed up to Friday Night 9 Ball, Cobra, because VP4's went tits up all day. Steve just finally got it working. The tournament's going at the bottom of the hour. We've only got 3 in. We need 4 to have a tournament, so get yourself in. It won't take long. That way we've got a couple of matches to watch. Matt's signed up. Larry's in, and I can't remember who else it was. Bankster's in. And we've got 15 minutes to get signed up. Right, so Spectre Don's in, so we've got 4, so we've got a tournament. That's at least one good thing. I don't know whether you've been online this afternoon, but all the afternoon I've been in, it's been totally dead. There's been no tournaments. The database has been down. In fact, have we got ratings back yet? Yes, we have. Ratings are back, so everything's connected. So that's a good thing, but how long is it going to hold up? That's the question. Knowing our luck, the tournament will start and then it'll go pear-shaped right in the middle of it. It'll all go pear-shaped. Right, anyway, let's just bore you to death about my plans for my days off this week. I was off on Wednesday. My plan was that on Wednesday morning I'd get up and I would get breakfast and go and get the first local bus to take me down to the town to get the first bus to Glasgow. and then I was intending to go to Edinburgh. Well, when I got up on Wednesday morning, it was pissing down in lumps down here, and I thought, sod that, I ain't walking down to a bus stop to get soaked, and promptly cancelled it. And then I made the mistake on that Wednesday afternoon. This is where it gets disgusting. I made the mistake of thinking I could do a little snack here on Wednesday afternoon, and I decided I was going to have. I know what I'll have. I'll have some pea and ham soup and some slices of bread, and I'll have a duke in the soup. So I had my pea and ham soup, little thinking of the aftermath and the consequences of pea and ham soup, which I discovered on the Thursday morning when I was intended to go to get the bus and go to Glasgow, because it was a nice day. But when I woke up about 5 o'clock on Thursday morning, I felt there's something not right here, and for the next 2.5 hours I was evacuating myself and was not in a fit state where I could be more than 100 yards from the house. So that's what cancelled it. So that'll be next week. I'll be doing that again, and that'll be the plan for next week. So Slim, with the tournament going off late, he's managed to make it home. I presume he'll be keen to get in, unless he's busy. We've still only got the 4 in. Yeah, that's exactly it, Colby. You hit the nail on the head. I didn't want to get into too much graphic detail, but let's just say it went down the pan in fountains, so it did. And that's a bit of tactical advice. If you're planning on a day out the next day, don't have curry, don't have anything that you know fine well with your system, your own personal system, that is, that there's an after effect reaction the next morning usually, and that's either by curry or various kinds of soup that go straight through you and clean you out. Well, I was cleaned out, I can guarantee that. So next day off next week, which is Wednesday, I will be having something just normal and substantial with no after effects the next morning. Well, not to my knowledge, he doesn't. All he does is upload crap. As far as I don't even look at what's on his channel, let's put it that way. I haven't a clue what's on his channel, but it's mostly shitty stuff. Well, but actually, mine isn't any better, but I don't play all that shredding crap that he seems to have. Right, so we are at 19 minutes past the hour. We've got 11 minutes to go, and we've still only got 4 in. And Slim is holding off and holding off. In fact, is Slim actually there? Yeah, he's in away mode. So I'll have a quick drink. This will be quick. Well, it was all cloudy this morning when I went to work because all the weather up here is coming in on the east coast. Us in the west are sheltered, and when I got to, actually before I got to Glasgow, I was driving through light misty drizzle, and it was like that and cloudy all day in Glasgow. When I came home from work, as soon as I got out of Glasgow and got up over the Fenwick Moor, it started to clear up, and then we had blue skies all afternoon down here, and it was like 22 degrees. We had a nice late summer afternoon, or early autumn afternoon, however you want to call it. So I ended up with a nice day down here. Yeah, it is. It's crap. I mean, he listens to all that garbage stuff. So I don't want to hear any of that. Right, how are we doing? Still, well, we've got a tournament. That's all I'm going to say. We've got 4 in it. It won't take long. And at least we'll have a match, 2 matches to see. Or 3, possibly. I don't know. Just depends how it goes. Oh dear, the yawning started. It's not even 7:30. Oh, well, I wouldn't believe anything Stubb says. I wouldn't listen to him as far as that goes. Yeah, you believe that then? All you have is just the black going in. Stubb says, don't eat ham. How does Stubb's listening in the bloody stream? What a numpty. There's a name I've never seen before. Piri or Ava. Where the hell's he from? Don't tell me he's a... Where is he? Or has he disappeared? Well, whoever he is, he's came and gone as quick as that. This is really exciting, isn't it? Just think of all those exciting Twitch channels you could be watching right now, but you're watching this. It's unbelievable. Right, how are we doing for time? We're at 19:24, and we've still got 4 in. So I think that's our lot, folks. So it's going to be short and sweet. In fact, I'll be able to go and get a coffee and whatever, and maybe watch a wee bit of telly. Not that I ever do nowadays. So I can't tell you what the big hype thing is in the telly at the moment over here in the UK, because I don't watch any of it. If I go home in the afternoon, they're showing Kojak on ITV4. I've been watching the episodes of Kojak, and it's amazing. I watched it when it first came on. I think it was 1975. Kojak was on. It sort of clashed with Starsky and Hutch. Starsky and Hutch was on at that time as well. But I remember watching all of the Kojaks. But it's amazing now to see the people that were in Kojak. I watched the episode the other day, and what's his name out of MASH was in it. You know, him with the double barrel surname, the posh guy that came in to take over when Frank get dragged away. Can't remember his name. David Ogden Stiers is his name. He was in an episode of Kojak, and there's loads of other well-known people that had guest appearances in it that you never knew who they were at the time. Well, Slim's in it last. I watched the Rings of Power. I had a game on the not on the PlayStation, on the the Mega Drive that was called Rings of Power. It was a load of crap. It was an RPG thing. Yeah, who loves you, baby? Hey, Coochie Coo. Kojak was actually quite a cool character. I like Kojak. Right, so that means we've at least got 5 in now, so Slim should actually withdraw out of decency because that's now us got odd numbers in the tournament. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 in. We've got Bankster, Larry, Matt, Miskin, Slim, and Spectre Dawn. So I think that'll probably be about it. 3 minutes to go, unless anybody else fancies a. He was a nutcase in the Dirty Dozen. He was a psycho. He thought he was God's gift to women. That's a good question. He hasn't been in. I notice he's been away at some of these car rallies and drifting things. He's been posting stuff like that on his YouTube channel, so he's probably out and about. Oh, is he quit again? Oh dear, is he another, what's his face? Fantastic Mr. I can't make up my mind what my name is. Ah, well. I came online the other day and found that my subscription had expired, so I took up the offer of the 30 months thing for 20 quid. So I've signed up to what the hell is it again? 2027. Yeah, 3rd of the 3rd, 2027. It expired the 3rd of September there, so I renewed it. For then. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I think that'll be about it. I don't think we'll get any last minute rush in this thing. Yeah, well, you were. What was it? What was it? You, Mr. Toxic Abuse Cobra. That's your new nickname. Yeah, Mr. Toxic Abuse. You know, you've got Tornado Tam, Toxic Abuse Cobra, One Pocket Slim. Well, honestly, I mean, I just think that you've definitely got serious problems if you, or you've not been around online gaming very long, or you're pretty naive if you don't think you're ever going to get wound up by someone online. I mean, come on. God knows how many years I've been online, and I've had all sorts when I've been online. But in most terms, I've given as good as I've got at the end of the day and just got on with it. Right, folks, we do have a tournament for any latecomers. VP4 has been pear-shaped all afternoon. The database has been down. The website's been down. Steve finally got woken up and got his act together, and he's got it going. But he was 2 minutes late getting it going because it was 2 minutes past the hour when Friday Night 9 Ball was due to start. And so he kindly, in inverted commas, got one up and running for the bottom of the hour. So we're about to go. In fact, the bracket should be up. And it is, so we'll just go and have a quick look at that. Not that there's going to be a lot to be reading into it, but at least we've got a few matches. We've got Larry against Matt. We've got Bankster with a bye. We've got Miskin against One Pocket Slim and Spectre Dawn with a bye. Well, we know where we're going for the first match, and Larry's getting a 7 ball, so we'll dive in there. I'm going to have to change the cloth colour, by the way. Let's get in. Don't tell me I can't get in the room. Right. Settings, miscellaneous, blue. Right, here we go. Now the question is, Matt's in the lobby, so if he's at his PC, he'll be getting the alert that'll let him know the room is up. Oh, by the way, that's what I meant to tell you. There is a new snooker game on the PS5 for them that have PS5s and the Xbox, whatever the hell it's called. Well, I say new, but in actual fact, it's like it's the PlayStation release of Snooker Nation, which I've got in the PC, which is certainly designed to be played with a controller. It's nothing like VP4, and it's probably fairly cheap on the PS5, by the way. So here we go. Larry's in. Larry on the right-hand side with the lag, and Larry, oh, this might be close. Well, Matt has just nicked it there. So here we are. We've got a tournament. It's going to be short and sweet. Matt is going to break off. Larry getting a 7-ball. Well, the ball is gone, but the 1 ball won't be going. So the 3 has gone. He's trying to get dirty here and spin behind the 5 there, but I think he's too close to the 1. He's trying to go the other way. Oh, eyes. Just got there. What's it called again? Snooker something. That's got me bugged. There's a video on YouTube, a guy telling you about it. What the hell's it called? Snooker, I can't remember what the hell it's called, but anyway, it's actually just a disguised version of Snooker Nation, which is in Steam for the PC. Twitch is back. 5 on Twitch. Yes, you're right. Well, that won't last long. If you say 5 on Twitch, if that's got my number counted, then I'm there as well, don't forget. So in reality, there's only 4. And one of them is yourself. Well, Larry's got a dead bank in the 5 here. That cue ball needs to run though. And he's got one of them dodgy square 6 balls. It's dodgy. Nailed it right in the side pocket. Cut back in the 7, no problem. The only problem is the line he's running here now. Is he just kind of nursemaid this in and drag the pace off? I don't think he wants to really run this. He might just drag this like that just to kill it, which is good thinking because, well, what am I talking about anyway? He only needed a 7. I forgot straight away about his handicap. There we go. First opportunity, I done it straight off the bat. And another ball in the break. And once again, no shot in the 1. Now this is tricky to keep safe, unless you're just sending it to the long rail, but you're leaving a bank on, and that 8 ball might be a help, and it might be just past the pocket. So he's trying to feather it, but he's caught the side pocket. So Matt has a nice angle just to come up the left side for that too. It goes past the 5, I'm pretty certain it does. Loads of room. Oh no, now then. suddenly it's not quite as simple. Because this cue ball wants to nick behind the 5, I think. Yeah, but he's managed to squeeze around the angle. That was well played. Now, we need to look at this 8 ball. Well, that 8 ball, well, let's be honest, I don't think you're dropping that into the side pocket. No way. Well, he should be fine though. Or is he dropping in? Well, he is dropping into the side pocket. That didn't look comfortable to me, but he never even thought twice about it. Yeah, I don't care whether you watch it on Twitch or not, as long as you're a subscriber on YouTube. That's what I keep telling people. I mean, if you're watching on Twitch, that's fine. But go and subscribe on YouTube. You don't have to watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Twitch. I need all my subscribers on YouTube. I don't even, let's be honest, I haven't a clue how many subscribers I've got on Twitch, because I don't pay any attention to it. I'm only interested in getting subscribers on YouTube. I've been trying for, how many years is that now? Since 2007 to get 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, there's a thing in the news today. Did any of you see that in Watch This Cue Ball? Did any see that it wasn't the TV news, it was the text on the telly I was reading. And a guy, I think in America, he's either going to jail or he's been jailed for doing loads of AI stuff and making thousands of revenue from it or something, sort of false stuff and with music and getting all the rights for it or whatever. I didn't read the full story properly, but he's the first one to be convicted of that. Well, the 9 ball has gone in, it comes up. And Matt is off and running again. Well, this is just a little dead weight dink. On the 5 ball, that is. Because all he wants to do is just run it. He might want to come out a wee bit further though, so he's cutting it down there like that so he can get out for the 7, but he might just stop it there and play the 7 straight into the top left. I don't know. No, he's going through the other side. Well, has he got enough angle to stun across? Yes, he has, but he's running. And that's perfect. Well, Matt doesn't seem to struggle coming from the snooker table to the pool table. He just seems to get straight in there. So Larry's already got work to do. 3-1 down. Well, I'm going to watch the break on my phone. 1, 2. It's a 2-second delay in Twitch at the moment, which is good, but that's still not the best. That kick was the best. It was about 1.5 seconds. You couldn't even get to 2 seconds when it was being used. But I dropped it altogether because nobody ever went on to it at all. So I haven't been on there. Watch that cue ball. I haven't been on there, so I don't know what new features they've added on Kick either. They've probably been adding stuff to it, because it's really only in beta at the moment, that place. It might die a death. It might never take on. You never know. Well, this will be a good shot. Well, it's going to be a toughie. Well, again, just dropped it straight into the side, not even giving it a second thought. Larry's definitely in trouble. Well, if you had enough subscribers, you'll earn serious cash on any service like that. I mean, there's people on YouTube earning thousands of dollars a month. They don't need to go to work. That's you know, a lot of people just sit at home making up videos. They never do live streams. They just make up videos, and they're getting thousands of subscribers. They give up their job, they dedicate to getting better equipment, and they get themselves set. And them that do decide to take it on seriously, they've got their own room with all the, you know, the green screen, everything like that. Good quality mics. They've got the, what do you call that thing that controls all your live stream control? I can't remember what you call it. The thing be deck, not the stream deck, the other thing. There's various versions of it with more buttons on it and whatever. You've got all of that stuff. They've got all the right gear. And then, of course, those people that do reviews on stuff as well, particularly games and gaming equipment, they get sent all sorts of stuff, like steering wheels and chairs and all of that kind of thing. There's guys getting sent microphones, because I've been watching loads of videos like that recently as well, where they're doing reviews on mics. You name it, if your channel's popular enough, you know, the companies that keep an eye out, and then they start sending you stuff to do reviews on. I watched a guy doing a review on a what do you call it, a space game called Kanga. It's spelled Qanga. This is a game that's in early access, and it's a bit clunky because it's an indie developer. It's a wee bit clunky at the moment, but it actually looks pretty. You know, it's a pretty good idea, and it's fairly cheap on Steam. It's about 15 quid, and I think I might get it next wage I get, just to try it out. Kanga, it's a space game. But when you look at Star Citizen and all of those things, Star Citizen, you can get in your spaceship and you just fly straight from the planets and you go right through the atmosphere into space. It's a bit like No Man's Sky. There's no sort of cutscene when you're flying into space. Well, this Kanga game's exactly the same as that. You just go straight up and keep going, and you'll eventually end up in space. A lot of games, even that bloody, what was that one that came out from Ubisoft? There's a cutscene when you go into space, and they couldn't actually develop a game where you just fly straight into space. Yeah, Matt is on fire, but Larry has a glimmer. He's scratching the brake. Matt's giving Larry a sniff, but Larry's at death's door here. He's at no miss. And I don't know that the 7 balls, well, it's certainly not going past the 8. And with the 6 ball being there, this 7 ball's not exactly going to be simple to get on unless he gets really good on that 6. And Stubbs finally been shut up. And Larry's about to be shut up in a minute because he's just hung the 2. Well, Matt's dealt with anything that looks like a problem without any second thoughts about it. So let's see how he deals with this 7 ball. And he's got, well, he's got a problem here. He's got to find his way out for that 6. And this cue ball wants to run into something up there. And he's managed to sneak out again, perfect. And he's got an angle on this 6 ball as well. The only thing that's going to cause him problems is a side pocket if he gets this wrong. And once again, absolutely nailed it. He's a wee bit further than he would have liked, but that's not a problem. And Larry's dead and buried here. He is gone. He is most certainly gone. One lost side for Larry. But you can't really fault Larry because he's, apart from missing a ball there, that's his that's his mistake. I mean, he's not at a sniff. So Matt is meaning business here tonight with that result. That was all over in what, 17 minutes? Wow. Right, let's get this thing sorted out. Refresh. So Matt's now through to play Bankster, Mr. Danger Man with a handicap. And One Pocket Slim is only 4-3 up against Miskin. Let's nip into that. Because One Pocket Slim's in a wee bit of danger here, possibly, if we can get in. This is not looking good. Oh, we're in it again, right. Oh, tell a lie, Slim's now 5-3 up. Well, we've now only got 5 on YouTube and 5 on Twitch. We've been abandoned again. I think I've looked at all of those different space games, but this Kanga looks promising. But there's so many games look promising. Look at that Kartcraft that I've been waiting on for years and years, and it's completely died a death. They've abandoned it. And that's probably the best kart racing game with all the prospects that it had and all the years and effort that they put into it. And it never ever had proper servers with online racing. It never got that far. And now it's totally been abandoned. And it's such a shame. I was been looking forward to it and waiting for it for years and years. Hadn't heard anything from it for years. And then they finally released it on Steam. Completely unfinished, as seems to be the way they want to go about things nowadays with games. And then eventually just leave it all together. Oh, he's just brushed to 7. Has he got his jump cue in that? Aye, he has. I was thinking he's got his jump cue there, so yeah, he had to go over the edge. Well, Miskin getting the 5 ball, and the 5 ball has gone, so if Miskin gets to the table, he's got to do this the hard way. But this'll thin cut. And he probably won't be getting to the table. Yes, Matt, I couldn't fault you there. I don't think you put a foot wrong. Apart from the scratch, that is, and then Larry hung the 2. But other than that, I think you were hot to trot. Maybe it's downhill all the way after that result. But Slim's looking as if he's found his groove as well. And Slim home and dry, 7 racks to 3. So there's our first 2 results. And that will update, and we will have. And Bankster's already 1-0 up against Matt. Bankster getting a 7 and out. And Slim and Spectre Dawn about to get underway. Right, so where do we want to go from here? Do we want to go in and watch Spectre Dawn And Slim, I think we do. In fact, I'll make the decision. Right, Slim's in, keen to get underway. Waiting Inspector Dawn. I'm going to have another quick drink. They updated No Man's Sky the other day again, and the addition to it now is that they've added fishing rods to the game. You can go to the Space Anomaly, download the upgrades for your weapon, which adds a fishing rod to it. You then get various different baits. You also can have a floating craft that you can put in the water and just go bobbing across the water fishing for these fancy fish. But I haven't even done that. I just did a look in the game and I never went to the anomaly and got my fishing rod, but I might do it at some point. Well, Spectre Dawn is hanging about and hanging about. I thought we'd be keen to get this underway and get it over with. Keeping us all waiting. I'm going to have to find out what the hell that game is called. Snooker something. That's annoying me, I can't remember the name of it. Well, anybody who's got a PlayStation 5 can go to the PlayStation Store and look for it. But do not get it thinking it's going to be anything comparable to VP4, because it isn't. It's designed to be used with a controller. The perspective is, well, let's just say the snooker table is huge in it compared to VP4. Right, here we are. He's in at last. We've got Slim on the right, Spectre on the left, lagging off for the break. And One Pocket Slim is getting the 8 ball, but I don't think that's going to matter. And again, this looks pretty close, but Slim gets it. No, we've only got 4 on YouTube now. Watch the cue ball. I think he's going to catch the knuckle. No. Now, does the 5 go past? Sorry, the 2 go past the 5? Yes, it does. Loads of room. But I think he's going to have to try and kill the pater. He's overcut it. Well, he was fine. He did get on the 3, but he just overcut that too. And again, any sort of miss is generally fatal against Spectre Dawn. You don't get back to the table. Well, he's taking his time. Now, there's 2 ways he can do this. He can try and spin this up the table to get the 5 in the side, or just go straight across the table and back out for the 5 into the top left. Well, that's sort of in between, so he's got the cut back. Now, he's going to have to take evasive action, I think, to make sure he's staying away from the 7, because this is thin, and it is a cutback. I don't know whether he's going to risk running near that 7. Yeah, he's digging in to come away from it, and again, extremely well controlled. This is going to be in the middle, is it? Just holding up. Well, Slim overcut that 2 ball, and that was it. That was the end of the rack. There's that pattern with the 3 balls. But I think the 2 ball has gone. He's sitting nicely in the 1. Well, I say nicely, it's not exactly perfect. He might be able to nip through the gap here, can he? Can he nip through the gap? This looks a bit tight, because the angle that he's got, the cue ball wants to go that way. He might be able to go behind the 7 looking at that, yeah. That'll do. It'll do as far as that goes. Now he's got to nip down the left. Now looking at the 4, it doesn't go. And he's trying to get below it for the cut into the side, and that looks good to me. And it definitely goes into the side. Well, Slim might be sitting in his chair here for a minute or 2. Do you like? I love mint. I love mint gravy. Yeah, on roast beef and stuff like that. Yeah, or lamb, whatever. It's generally on lamb you have it, isn't it? But I mean, it is very nice. Oh dear, the yawning's gone. Well, there's a mistake. The first blink from Spectre Dawn. So the favour has been returned. An unexpected miss from Spectre Dawn. Slim's just went up to have a look at that 7 in the pocket there just to see the way it was sitting. Which is what you should always do before you play. If anything's tight in a pocket, you need to get down to look at it and see how it's sitting in the pocket. Because that'll determine what way you're going to play the ball and how much of the ball you're going to take. So an unexpected opportunity there for Slim. And that squares the match. He's got a ball, he's got not a particularly simple 1 ball. And the 2 balls a bit awkward. Now, he's trying to duck. And he's managed to get there. Well, I would say that's too tight to be trying to jump over the edge. But he's got an easy kick in the 1 ball. Is he going to try and jump over that edge as tight as that is? No, I think he's going to just give it a belt. Well, he's scratched. So, Slim's safety has given him the reward of an opportunity here to take the lead. You know what I can see now that you've mentioned that? You know what I can go right now? A nice plate of boiled potatoes, roast lamb, some big slabs of roast lamb, and gravy, mint sauce or whatever, and veg. You know, carrots, bit of turnip, uh, radish. Not radish. What do you call the other things? Can't remember what they're called. But anyway, I would eat that in a New York minute, as they say. Blink and you'd miss it. It'd be gone. Well, he wants to get the good angle in this 7 to make this really simple. See, that's not perfect because the cue ball wants to go away. Now you can come down the other. You can come down this side into the side from the bottom end of the table like that. Well, that's fine. Well, Slim didn't expect this, but he's got himself in the front. Now, how much of a punishment is Spectre Dawn going to get? Well, it doesn't look like he's going to get much more from this break. I think it's dry. And, of course, what you don't want to do when it's dry is leave Spectre Dawn an easy starter like this. I don't think there's any problem with those balls up the table because I think they all go. If we can get round to a quick look. Yeah. So it's handy having a 3 there because it gets you to the 4. So you wonder where this is going to go wrong. 2 balls wide open up there as well. So I suppose you've really just got to get the nice shape on that 4 ball to come down for the 5. That's really about it. That's the biggest problem in this rack. Now, you maybe have to spin this up, bottom right English maybe. Well, I think he just got enough on it to avoid the scratch. Oh, he's gone a bit straight. Bit too straight, but the big VP4 escape route. Oh no, he's fine. He had enough to squeeze an angle, so that'll do. All good. No, I don't like. You know something? I don't like lamb chops. There's no eating in them at all. I'd sooner have, slices of lamb on a plate rather than lamb chops where you have to dissect them. You've got more bone than you have meat in lamb chops. Well, I think Spectre Dawn come up with a dry break that time, and Slim is in. Now he bumps the 9. I don't think there'll be any harm done, but he hasn't. But the cue ball has just gone a wee bit more, but the angle's perfect for the 4. Can't complain. You know what else I could go right now? Roast potatoes and roast beef. Veg again. Oh God, that's just got my my juices flowing. That thought. Good quality roast potatoes. Yeah, a wee bit of horseradish, yeah. Had a little bit of fire to it. Well, Slim's holding his own at the moment. Back into the lead. Right, I think we'll watch the break here and we'll have a quick tab to see how the score's going in that other match. 7 balls going to go as well. 4 balls going. Another ball went. I think the 3 went. So the 3, 4 and the 7 have gone. Quick look. And we can see that Matt is on a tight battle here with Bankster. Matt's 5-4 up. So that could go all the way. And meanwhile, Slim's ended up with no shot in the 1. And he'll probably settle for that. Now, it's a long combo. But I think he's got to take it on. I think he will. I mean, I don't think there's much other option he wants to be contemplating here. What do you see? That's, I don't know, he's going to thin cut it now, I think. It's a cut back. He's got to get this really thin to make sure he gets it to cut back. Yeah, see, that's the problem with it. Yeah, you had to get it really thin to cut it back. In fact, probably the combo, as difficult it is, was probably the easier shot. Because at least you could see the pocket. That one there was really, really tough. Had to be very thin. But anyway, watch this 6 ball. Watch this 6 ball. Well, he's got enough room. And the 5 ball doesn't go. Because this cue ball, unless it bounces off the rail or something, is going to pretty much be stuck up at that end of the table. Yeah, just like that. So now he's going to try and nail Spectre Dawn, which he should be able to do. So the cue ball's the one that's going to hit the rail here, I think, at the pace he's playing this. He's obviously got to hit a rail, but he's got to be gentle so that he doesn't hit too much of the 8 ball and knock it out the way. Well, no, he doesn't look as if he's doing that at the moment. He is. No, he isn't. Well, I'm surprised he didn't try and dink in behind the 8 ball there. Well, he's not left a bank. I mean, you could try cutting across that, but there's very high danger you could scratch doing it. But he's went for the cut, didn't think twice. So I think Slim's idea there wasn't going according to my plan. I thought he was going to nick in behind the 8 ball there. I don't see where the problem was with it. He just had to get the touch right, and it's going to cost him his lead, and it could cost him a lot more. You think the angle was that bad? I probably should have got up and got behind it just to satisfy my own curiosity. I should have done that. Anyway, it's 3 apiece. We'll see the break and have another quick tab. Well, cue ball has gone, and that's a disaster for Spectre Dawn. So Slim's going to be ready to pounce, and he's probably going for the 2-9 combo, is he? Oh yeah, he's never missing that. So that was quick look, and well, it's Hill. No, it isn't. It's 6-5 to Matt. I thought that was Hill. 6 ball goes in. Well, this 3 and 4 ball wants you to try and tuck behind it, but I think the 7 ball's in the way of getting the 1 ball out of the way, if you know what I mean. So he could try and go over behind the 7, but he'll probably leave a jump on doing that. Or he could go for the pot. Well, he's trying to use the 4 and 5. The 3 and 4. And he has got there. Right, just give me a second. I'm just going to shut this web page down. Hold on. That's better. Forgot that web page running in the background, so I got rid of that. Do you get the idea that this might be going all the way, this match? Because there's not been a rack between them, or not but more than a rack between them so far. Now, for those of you who were around watching the Virtual World Snooker Championship earlier on in the week between Albie and Matt, I hope you saw my bug that I have been telling Steve for years in Virtual Pool 4. I've been telling him about the touch and ball bug in snooker that has been there since goodness knows how long, and he keeps says he thought he'd fixed that. Well, it manifested itself in that final. The pink spot, I think, was covered virtually by a ball, and there was no other spots available, so the pink had to go as near as its own spot, according to the rules of snooker, this is. So it goes its nearest to its own spot between its spot and the black cushion, or the bottom of the table as we're looking here, the bottom of the screen. And when the pink ball came up and got spotted, nearest its spot, it was touching the blocking ball, and the game called a touch and ball, which is actually wrong, because when the ball is spotted as near as its own spot as it can, it has to be without touching any other ball when it's when it's been spotted by a real life referee. But the Virtual Pool 4 referee spots it, and it touches the object ball sometimes. Doesn't do it all the time, but the game should never call a touch and ball, because the ball should never be touching the ball in that specific situation. And I don't know that Steve knows how to fix that, because if he did, he would have done it by now, and it's been like at least 15 years or however long VP4 been out that it's been there. And I finally had him in a match where it happened. I'm so glad. And meanwhile, Matt has fallen over the line, because that match did go to a final rack decider. But Baxter is going to be even more dangerous on the one loss side for whoever bumps into him. But we've got Slim back in the lead. Plays the push out, and that's a complete disaster. I don't really think there was many places he was going to put that cue ball where Spectre Dawn wouldn't have some sort of shot, or Slim was more than likely going to be put back in. So the 2-ball cuts, there's loads of room to come down for this 4-ball. Yeah, it's been in the game for I don't know how long. I sent a message to Steve years and years ago about it. Kept telling him it was there. I've got videos on my bloody YouTube channel with it. If you go and look for it, it's there. I've made video on it where it's happened. I've done the replay to show it being called a touching ball when it should never be a touching ball. You know, that's a rule infraction of the game, which whatever it takes to write that, it probably will take a wee bit of rewriting code to do it, but Steve doesn't see it as a priority. You know, it doesn't wreck the game, but it can wreck you in a situation in a match, maybe at a desperate time. Meanwhile, we are 5 apiece. Now Slim just needs to either go forward and spin or just stun and draw off it, which he's going to do. Now, I think he wants to get up in between the 6 and 5 with a decent angle to get out. Now, he might have to go forward here. Yeah. And that'll do nicely. So once again, it all looks simple, but you've got to get the comfortable angle off the 6. And this is a bit straight, but he can tweak it a bit and pinch a bit if he needs to. But he's fine. So Slim will be on the hill. How's his break going to hold up? 1 ball on the right side. 2 ball with a little nudge, and the 2 ball's dead unless he thinks he can squeeze that past the 9, which it will go. It does go, but he's trying to... I don't know. I mean, it will go. I mean, you get a bus pass there. The problem... Well, I think you can cut that fairly comfortably. You're not going to scratch. But you're not going to be good in the 3. That's the one thing I would say about it. You're not going to be good in the 3. Oh, he tried the old the cheeky bump onto the 9 there. Well, all Spectre Dawn needs to do is try and brush through off the 5 to get as straight as he can in the 3. But he doesn't want to play this too much because he could scratch off the 5. No, he's hit it full. Well, it'll be the billiard, I think, is it? The billiard or the cut onto the 9. Yeah, the cut does it, so we're going all the way. Well, the 8 ball has gone down. That's Slim's money ball, so it comes back up in this match. I'm afraid, as far as Slim's concerned, looks very much over. Now, if he comes up and bumps into the 6, that shouldn't do him any harm. He's got to be careful though doing that. No, he's fine, he's well away from it. So the 4 into the same pocket. He's got a slight angle, but he needs a fair wee stun to get across here. Yeah, gave it everything to get as much out of it as he could. So the tournament's been on for 52 minutes. And if you went around VP4 earlier in the day, VP4's been pretty much, well, it's been okay as far as challenge rooms and match rooms are concerned. You could still play, but you didn't have a rating all afternoon. And you didn't have any tournaments all afternoon because the server and database, or the database server was corrupted or whatever was wrong with it. And Steve eventually got onto it. The website was down, you couldn't check any tournaments anyway, but Steve eventually got it fixed. But how long is it going to last? That's the question we ask. Anyway, Spectre Dawn survives, and he goes through to what will be the hot seat match, I believe. And the hot seat match will be Matt against Spectre Dawn. We've got Larry now playing Slim, and we've got Miskin up against Bankster. Bankster's 2-1 up. Now, I think we should go in and watch Larry in One Pocket Slim, because it's only a race to 4. And we'll keep an eye on what's happening in the Matt and Spectre Dawn match. I think that's what we should do, because we won't miss a great deal, I don't think. Let's get in there. These are only races to 4, so we'll get Larry in the right for the lag. And Larry's going to win this by a margin. So, player 1 in the HUD is Larry getting the 7 ball. 3 ball on the side. 7, I think, followed it in. Perfect in the 2. And the 5 is dodgy to get to, but tell a lie, I forgot about the 4 ball. So he's all good here. Oh no, the 1 ball's there. I thought the 1 ball had gone. Oh, I'm really going downhill already. It is about 8:30. That's when the brain starts to go in shutdown mode, and I don't see things, or I see things that aren't even there. But now he's in good enough shape here. 6 balls wide open, so he's again just got to get the comfortable angle on the 5, and that should work. Well, he can't underhit this. He's got to go through and get up the left side far enough. I mean, he could nip over to the right side, but he is going over to the right side. The only danger was the path that cue ball was going there. Another ounce in that and he was gone. That was the danger with that shot. The left-hand side was by far the safest to get to. He could have tweaked the cue ball to get up that way, but he took the risk, got away with it. This time Larry is, oh, the 3 ball's going to make it. Yeah, it's gone. Going to have to be the 1-2. Again, this shouldn't be any real problem. He's got to make sure the cue ball stays there, because this 1 ball is either going to be dead weight like that. See, the 1 ball's going to come off the rail and go out. So that's where I would have probably played that with a bit more top to try and get the cue ball around there as well. But this will thin cut. And now he's in trouble. And he has he got enough? Well, Baxter's taken out Miskin. He's just got enough room to get over it. And that will at least give him a shot. Albeit nothing simple. And there we go. And how's he getting a roll of the ball? I think he'll settle for that. At least Slim can hit some of it. But he's going to be... I don't know whether this is too close to jump this and try and pot it in the corner. I think the cue ball wants to travel further when you're jumping it at this close distance. But what do I know? Well, again, I don't think Slim will really be bothered. I think he'll settle for that as an outcome. But it is a thin cut, and the cue ball's bound to be on the 6. So this is all or nothing, this 5 ball. Yeah, gone to the rail way too soon. And it looks like we'll have a tied ball game here in a minute. So Baxter will be lying in wait for the winner of this match. Meanwhile, in that hot seat match, Matt's already on the board. And Matt is getting the 8 ball. Again, I don't think that's of any great importance. Well, 1 ball looked into the side pocket there, decided against it, and we are dry. 7 and 8 combo up ahead, but again, Larry has a table that he has got to get out on. And I mean, there shouldn't be any issue in finishing good enough on the 7 and 8 combo, because the 6 ball's right down over this bottom corner. You just need to get the cue ball out into the table. This is the one that he can overhit it, or well, he's fine. Again, any more than that, he'd have ended up in that awkward square position with a cutback, but that will do. 5 into the side. Now, I think he wants to try and get this cue ball up to that side pocket, as close as he can to the right side pocket, because he wants to be more or less staring down the barrel in this 7 and 8 ball if he can. And that's not bad. The question is what he's doing with the cue ball. Oh, he only needed the 7, doesn't he? So this is a bit of a thin cut, and it goes. Larry back in the lead. No, I don't. Did I hear anything go there? No. That's one ball. Well, you can't squeeze a one ball in past the back of the 7 at that angle. Now the bank is definitely on. It looks as if he's playing a billiard here. No. Well, he's got cover obviously with the 3 ball in there, so that'll have more or less gone to plan where he's not leaving a shot. And, well, these are dangerous. There's plenty of room to go over the 5. The problem is the cue ball and where it goes. And depending how it hits this one ball, the cue ball could end up off the table. But it stayed on the table, needs to keep running, and that'll do. That's a good result. So now the tricky shot will be 3 to the 4. Now again, at this angle, he could risk coming over to the right side, but there's a risk of the scratch, but that would be the angle to play the 4-7 combo. Well, he's hit that with pretty good. Now again, if he's going to nursemaid this in, he's got to watch the cue ball, because this cue ball could finish dead in the rail, so that's why he's drawn off it, just to stop it doing that. Problem this, so when you do that, the 4 balls bounced into no man's land territory, and the bank is definitely on. Never a doubt. Played with perfect control. Nice angle in the 5. Round the back of the 8. Is there I presume you can get round behind the 8. Yeah, I can. I thought he might be worried about maybe stunning and catching the 8, but he could play it clean. Right, so we'll give Slim this rack. Quick look in an update here. Spectre Dawn has already got himself into the lead. It's 2-1 to Spectre Dawn at the moment. And it's 2 apiece in this race to 4. On the 1 loss side. 3 ball goes in, 8 ball goes in, 2 ball over the side pocket, 6 ball over the corner pocket. And well, the rest is history, as they say. Where will this go wrong? Well, it'll go wrong if he doesn't get back across the table, because the 5 ball could interfere with it. Well, I forgot about the 1 again. Totally fallen asleep. I was thinking he was on the 2. Well, 2 rails. A little bit of helping spin to fizz it around the corner. Well, can Slim back this up with a good break in the rack that he will need to win this match? I don't think he's getting it. I don't think he's getting it, but at least he hasn't left some. Well, I say he hasn't left something simple. I think he's left the bank on. He most certainly has. I mean, there's not a room to get the cut, but he's left the bank. But Spectre on, hasn't found a line, and if this one ball goes in, he has to make sure that he's over at least here to see the 2. Doesn't want to be messing about with the 5. And he's got there. Now he has to try and maybe draw and hit that 6 if he can. Well, he managed, again, it looked at the angle, he's maybe going to draw and hit the 6, but he was fine. So it's all looking good here. And all the major balls that Slim needs, they're handy, they're all at the one end, so he doesn't have to do a lot of travelling. Now this is suddenly just a wee bit tricky. Got to miss the 7, which he should do, he's just going to nip past it.